In this video, we are going to seed in-memory database with Entity Framework Core. Let's take an action. Before we start seeding our movie database, we should update our movie entity class. So I am going to adding some new members in the movies in order to use from the GUI. Let me copy and paste in here. As you can see that we have adding gender and rating properties, and also we extend with some additional information. The movie class should be the same members as your application. This is the latest status of our movies entity class. So after that, we can focus on the seeding our database. For that purpose, I'm going to create a new class which name is movies context seed class. Under the data folder, let me create a new class, add new class, and give the name is the movies context seed class. Okay, this is our seeding class. We are going to create a method in here, and this method should be the static method. Let me write first in this method. Not required any operation. Seed async. And this method should require as a parameter movies API context. This is the Entity Framework Core context, which name is, let me give the name movies context. Okay, inside of this method we will check is there any movie record in the Entity Framework Core. If not, we are going to populate some pre-built operation, configured movie data. For that purpose, I am going to copy and paste that pre-built movie records. As you can see that we are checking is there any movie into the Entity Framework Core. If not, we are adding the list of the movies. This is the well-known movies from the IMDM. You can also copy and paste from the movies context class in your application. And after that, we are add range in the movie list and save changes in our operation. So after that, we need one more operation in order to insert these records when application startup. So for that purpose, we are going to go to program CS, and we are going to hook host run method and seed the database when application running at the first place. So for that purpose, I'm going to first of all change this builder operation. Let me paste in here. As you can see that first of all we are getting the host information, and we are passing the seed database which we are going to implement now. And the last thing, we are running the host after the seeding the database. So let me generate this method. This method is also static method, and getting the host information. We are getting the host information because we are trying to reach our API context object, Entity Framework Core API context object. So let me write first, I will explain later. Yes, we will use the create scope method, and it required the dependency injection namespace. Let me import this package. And also we have a context object, but our context object movies API context object. So let me import from the data folder. Okay, very good. As you can see that we are using the host services create scope. We are getting the scope information because scope is have the service provider which we can get the service of the API context object. After we are reaching the API context object, we can easily trigger our seed context class with seed async with passing this context object as a parameter. But before that, let me refactor this one with the C#9 features. Yes, it is more cleaner now. Okay, let me run our application and see what's happened when we are getting the movie record from the Swagger UI. Running the application. Yes, this is our movies API project. Let me try to get now. Yes, as you can see that we can see the data came properly.